This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are in the T110E4 in an assault on Heilbronn. Now, I'm just going to throw this out here right now in that if you're watching the two games tonight, I apologize. I don't know what was going on, but the lag in these two games between the E4 and the M55 path to 3 marking the M55 is ridiculous. Like, you'll see in a moment, hopefully. You'll start to see it. Because, I mean, it was ridiculous. It was literally, we were teleporting. Like, it was so bad. And it's nothing on my connection, because a lot of the times, even when it lagged really bad, like, you could see it starting to get choppy, my connection wasn't dropping. So it's not necessarily on my end, even though I thought it was, and started, like, checking everything. Like, at one point, I stopped, opened up the PC, on my TV, which is actually connected to the same TV, and then I completely disabled the internet or Ethernet connection so that all of my internet was going straight to my Xbox because I thought that was the problem, and that wasn't even it. Like, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's because the update was coming out tonight and their servers were just absolutely obliterated or something. I have no idea, but it was bad. So right here, you see I'm going over to the right. I don't have a lot of help, but I do have a spotter down low. And I just want to keep my distance. There's that yawn every time. I was perfectly fine until I started recording. But I just want to keep my distance and try to get shots. And you see I'm trying to get a little bit of gun depression using the hill here. And then I'm like, you know what, I just roll up. Oh, hello, Pershing. Wait for it. Oh, look at his little butt sticking out. Got it out. Ow! 864. There goes most of your health, Pershing. Next time, you'll make sure that the rock you hide behind isn't smaller than your tank. He gets smacked again. He's going to try to run for it. That's the wrong move to make. He's going to pay the price. IS-7, however, takes off. And so I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting for this light tank to respot him. Don't worry, light tank. I will give you all the assisted damage you could ever ask for if all you do is stay alive and spot. This thing will give you 700 minimum most of the time. Oh, wait for it. Hello, IS-7. Shot out. Pow! 869. I think it was 869. It's either 869, 860. Not bad. Decent rolls. Pretty consistent so far. Both shots have been in the 800s, I think. So we're doing pretty well. But I move up to try to spot him myself because I get impatient. Well, now I'm spotted because, you know, E4 isn't exactly a small target. So I come up and hug the rock because artillery are out there. And you can see how bad I'm lagging. Like, it is so choppy. Like, it's just so choppy. I don't know what's going on. Already took a shot at me there. That must have been the Object 261 because it was like a pinpoint strike. It hit just the one spot and nothing else. So then I'm like, okay, what do we got? Nope, can't hit that ISU 130. It's a shame. Oh, hello, IS-7. Yes, nope. Trying to just bide my time. Are they going to make a mistake looking up? Oh, is the ISU going to pull out? Come on. Nope. Somebody tags him and he's just like, I'm out. I'm going away. So it's a shame. IS-7, however, does pull out, and pow! There's the last of his health. Nailed it. I am detected, so I go behind the rock, and then I pull up and hug the rock, because, again, don't want to get shot. Now, we got the IS-7 out of the way, the light tank's moving in, and I tell everybody on the right side, time to move up, let's go. We've got to assault. That's the whole point of assault. You don't get a lot of time. We've got 6 minutes. Let's get on the clock. And, you know, you see a light tank rolling in, and then, of course, there's a E-75, I think, that's ahead of me. And then an E-4 rolling up, and all of a sudden the heavies are like, you know what, let's get going. And that's a good plan. Now, what I was going to do was go down the front of the city. And then I thought better of it, and overthought it, went to the back of the city, And you're about to see what happens when you go to the back of the city where there's nowhere else to go. And it's not pretty. And then you add that with the lag of not being able to like maneuver your tank properly due to the fact that every time you make a decision, it takes 3 seconds for your tank to do it. You'll see what I mean. Just wait. So right here, this E75 is gonna, he's not gonna commit fully. He's gonna pull up, take a shot, and then try to back up. And I'm not trying to block him here. I promise. I never want to do that. But as you see, I'm getting ready to take a shot. I thought he was gonna commit. He hits the arty and then tries to back up. I am now blocking him, but as you see, I'm backing off, just saying, look, dude, go. That way, you don't get hit, I don't get hit, you know, it's all good. He kills the one arty, and I forget that they have 2 more. And I know that I'm spotted here, but I get to a haul down position where I can just stick my gun up and get shots. Unfortunately, oh, here we go, shot out, and that one goes way right of where I actually aimed. We're bouncing rounds, no big deal. 268 puts one in me. Or if somebody put one in me anyway. Don't know if it was 268 because he's still trying to aim. I put a shot down range, I bounce off of him, and at this point I switch to APCR. And you can see both arties put one on me. Now, at this point, I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here. These arty are gonna eat me for lunch. And it just keeps happening, one after another after another. Luckily, they're missing most of their shots, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I gotta get out of here. So I'm backing off. I'm detected the whole time. Arty just narrowly missing me again. Bouncing rounds off of the front of my turret as I'm backing off. And look at, just look at the lag. Like, you can see how jerky everything is. That isn't me. Like, that's just the game lagging that bad. And I'm not the only one that was mentioning it. Everybody in this game was like, dude, this lag is ridiculous. So it wasn't just my connection. So it has to, it's most likely something to do with the update tonight. Hopefully that's all it is, and it's fixed by the time I, you know, play tomorrow night. But I'm gonna be honest, it's so frustrating. But we're moving up. We want to go straight down the front. There's only 4 of them left, so I'm just like, you know what, screw it, let's go. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back across the center because these guys are on the back road. So once I get up to this next road, I'm gonna make a right.
Focus on this location.
And then just as I get there, you'll see the E75s there ahead of me. And again, I'm not trying to crash into him here. This is just how bad the lag was. Like, you saw it just absolutely jerk around. Like, and I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to crash into you. I am literally, and there's an auto lock on the move that pins the front of a 268. He hits my track. That's unfortunate for him. I'm going to close the distance. He's fast enough as well, and I don't know why, but he's about to ram me, which is not a smart move. He takes all the damage. He shoots right into my gun mantle, and then as soon as I get loaded, I put one through the side of his tank. Had he stayed like straight on right there, it would have been very hard for me to hit him due to the fact that his pike nose and his gun mantle. But because he backed off the way he did, I was able to put a shot right through the side of his pike nose. Anytime you flatten your armor out like that, you're gonna get pinned. That's just the way it is. Tanks that don't have like pike noses have to angle to make their armor essentially thicker. But look at the lag, guys. Like, I'm not joking. This is bad. This is the worst lag I've ever had, I think. Pretty bad. This reminds me of, it's not as bad as it used to be back in the day. Like, back in the day, you get lag, and your tank would literally start driving in circles. It was bad. Your tank would just like, nope, I'm going to go over here, do circles. Screw you. Not going to do anything. But I go into the cat because there's nothing but a light tank left, and I'm not chasing a light. Now, the light goes out and kills both of our arties, which is unfortunate. But he's a Roo. The light tank is a Roo 251. And he's about to get another kill on our AMX. Now, the AMX had a pretty good game. I forget to look, but he had a pretty decent game. And that Roo should have gotten killed by one of the arties. Like, he kills one of them, I'll give him that. But the other arty should have shot him.
Best job I ever had.
What do we end up with? Come on. 3,600 damage, 3,000 blocked, 2 kills, 400 assisted, not bad, especially with the amount of lag that we had. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.